Welcome back to the CryptoLabs YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Revert Finance, doing an in-depth review, talk about the features, talk about how you can research positions, review positions, backtest positions, look at other people's positions, make some decisions on what you want to get into, how you want to manage. You can actually earn fees, collect fees, use the protocol. Revert is stacked and they're building a lot. I'm really excited by this tool. We're going to be talking about that. Now, right before we get into it, I think we've all heard about the ETH ETFs being approved yesterday. We were actually going live on YouTube when they did get approved. So super pumped on that. I feel like there's some divine guidance there. Big news. Not in terms of, oh, crypto's going to pump and what's Ethereum going to be worth. This is becoming more and more acceptable and it's political. That's what excites me the most. Is like politicians are realizing, hey, like being pro crypto is helping our cause. And I'm simplifying that, but that excites me a lot. I think that's going to bring a lot of innovation. It's going to bring more certainty and more confidence in the crypto space in the USA, which is awesome because we'll see more innovation and we're already seeing more volumes flow. I'm really excited for the next 6 to 12 months of what's going to be. I just love this space. And this was, again, a really big win. A really big win in terms of the adoption and the movement forward. People want this. They want it. They don't trust their financial institutions. They want an alternative. That really excites me. So yay to that. Celebrate in the comments. Let's go. Second quick thing. I'm doing a journey to $10,000 a month yield farming. Every week, I'll be releasing a new video. We started with just shy of 5K. We were making around $600 a month at around $18 per day. Over the week, that position's grown to around $735 or $22 per week. Next week, we'll take this over the $1,000 a month mark. We'll probably open some positions on potentially Uniswap, maybe a little on Aerodrome, we'll see, maybe on the base ecosystem. And we might even play with some lending. So we'll take some profit and we'll lend it out just to see how we do it. And we'll push our portfolio beyond $1,000 a month. So let me know if you want me to continue that series because I only want to continue it if there's value for you. This YouTube channel is for you ultimately. So that's that. Final update right before we get into it here inside the UIG, which grab the free course. If you haven't grabbed the free course yet, let me know in the comments. If you are in the UIG, jump into the portfolio reviews. Look what Shane said. And I had this moment as well at one point. First 48 hours diving into some pools, and I'm thinking, what the hell was I doing for the last 3 years in crypto, not utilizing this method? UIG has taught me to really think and put my assets to work. Can't wait to get $150 per day because that can solve some problems. I agree. It's really cool when people start realizing this is a business and we can put our assets to work and then earn an income on them instead of just sitting on them and hoping and praying to the gods that crypto goes up, because crypto is going to go up and down, up and down. We want to earn cash flow because that equals financial freedom, and Revert can help us do that. So when you go to Revert.finance, and I hope all of that pumps you up I'm constantly trying to excite people around this space because I know the lives it can change, but two, the adoption of it really excites me. And as people stop seeing crypto as a scam or as only Bitcoin, they start understanding there's a whole decentralized finance aspect of it. There's protocols and basically businesses built in this space that are so win-win for the consumer and the entity and the third party and everyone in between. I'm just like, this is the future. This is the future. Revert.finance is building some really awesome stuff as well. Actionable analytics for automatic market makers, aka liquidity providers. Powerful analytics, automation, and management tools for liquidity providers. That's what Revert Finance does. They cover a lot of the top exchanges: PancakeSwap, Uniswap, SushiSwap. You can monitor your positions. So you can deposit, borrow, you can withdraw, you can earn your rewards, you can auto exit, and you can move range, and you can also create a what do they call it? A move range. I think they call it something. But anyways, it's position management, but you can also automate it. I think they call it move range or something. You can also set an exit We won't get into much of this stuff in today's video. I can always do a part 2. Most people won't be using this because we manually manage our positions, but it is an option, especially if you're leaving. You can say, hey, if the price of this moves here or here, I want you to liquidate my position and convert to this. Basically, you can set up an auto exit and you can automate that. You can also automate your positions. I think Aperture's tool is a lot better than this, but either way, you can do it with this. What we're going to look at today is the back testing, and then we're going to do this kind of follow. We can discover top positions and follow other people's positions. So it does take a while to calculate, so I already did it for us. I jumped on this create position, which is your liquidity initiator. You can back test ideas you have. I went choose network Polygon, Link, and ETH as my pair. I choose the fee tier that has the best fee to reserve ratio and also the most reserves and the most volume, which is really the only one to choose from. So this is a 0.3% fee tier. By the way, if you have any questions, I'm going to be moving fast. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'm sure I can do videos for you. Then we can select the price. We can select it in ETH or linked. So actually select the price I'd like to enter in. Then I can select the asset I actually want. I didn't have any linked or ETH in my wallet, so I just selected Matic and I let Revert say, hey, yeah, we'll zap in your Matic. We'll move Matic into 1.69 link and 32 Matic into 0.0063 ETH. So it creates that position for me. It lets me know the ratio I'm going to have. And then I can click back testing and I can back test it. I can back test it for the last 30 days, the last 24, 48, 7, 14, 30 days, and it'll actually let me know if I was in this over the last 30 days in this exact range. I would have been in range 52% of the time, which is actually pretty good. Here is my APR versus HODL. So I would have made 85% by being in this position in this range over the last 30 days, and I would have made $3.69, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm literally only putting in like $50 into this thing, 40 mat, 73, probably $50 into this thing. So $50 producing $4, that's a pretty nice little return. And I can back test this stuff. Now, the only thing I don't like about this is that you can only back test on what you have in your wallet. So I can't plug in like, oh, well, what if I had $1,000? But the numbers all remain true. So on $50, I would have made $369. On $500, I would have made $36. On $5,000, I would have made $369. You get the point. So I can back test any position and I can actually see its performance versus if I just held. Super, super cool. Super cool. And you can do it, across multiple chains. Uniswap, you can do it on PancakeSwap, you can do it on all the major exchanges that Revert offers, and a lot of asset pairs are available to you. So that's their create position / back testing. You can also zap this in directly onto Uniswap by initiating this linked ETH position. We don't really use that, but you can if you wanted to. So play with that. Jump on and play with it. How cool is that? That's a lot of fun. The next thing is this top position piece. So that linked wrapped ETH, if I wanted to, I could go, okay, I want to go on Polygon. I want to look up that linked / ETH position. So I'm going to go ETH and I'm going to go link. And I can see what are other people doing. This is really, really cool. Once this loads, usually doesn't take too long. Sweet. I can organize it any which way I want. So I can actually see, okay, I want to find the big players who have like a lot of value in their portfolio. And I can organize it in any which way I want. I can organize it from age. So like someone who's been in it for 667 days, I can kind of see what did they do and what's working. I can go in terms of APRs and returns. So who is earning some of the highest? They've been in this for 3.6 days, linked wrapped ETH. They put $1,128 in it. They've already made $15, and I can just click on it and I can see what are they doing. So they made $15. Their total fees are here. I can see their range. I can see their performance. I can see everything they're doing. And I can go from a small player who's got $1,000 in it and has only been in this for 3.6 days, or I can go to maybe a bigger player who's got $27,000 in it, has a $1,000 P&L, so made $1,000, Then I can do whatever I want. I could go into someone who's losing as well, which isn't a bad idea to do. Like, oh, why is this person losing? Is this pool even worth getting into? Now, remember, all we're looking at is past performance. So you've got to take that into account, even when you're like backtesting. That's all past performance. Markets change fairly quickly. This is just a tool. This doesn't mean, oh, this person's doing really well. They're doing 67% over the last 11 days. So, So I'm just going to copy them exactly. I clicked too many times. Let's just pick a random one here. There we go. It doesn't mean that I'm just going to copy them exactly and be like, oh, I'll just do exactly what they do. It's based on past performance. We've also got to be looking into the future, understanding the narratives and understanding where things are going. But this is a brilliant tool in my mind for a few things. It's finding positions, it's seeing what other people are doing, and it's getting creative with like, oh, here's 5, 6 positions I found. Let me do some research, and then I can make a decision on the top 1 or 2 of ones I want to get into. Does that help? Super, super awesome tool. I could do a part 2 and part 3 on it. We could get deeper in on it, but I think you just clicking around and playing with it might be more beneficial to you than some dude just talking about features that you may not use, because you can get pretty complex in this if you want. Again, auto exits and move range are where you can basically just move the range of your position. It'll move it for you. Think aperture. And auto exit is just that. It doesn't let me click it because I don't have a position, but auto exit will just let you set a basically kind of like a stop loss. Hey, if it hits this or this, I just want you to exit the position. We could always do a part 2 on that. Click around. Let me know what you think of this tool in the comments below. And with that said, I think I'm going to get out of here. I will leave my mug in the middle. And I'm going to leave some other videos for your viewing pleasures on the 4 corners of the screen. Study this stuff. The stuff is worth studying. The opportunity is here. It's becoming more mainstream. ETH ETF got approved. We're only going to go up from here. So study this stuff would be kind of my advice, but ultimately I leave that up to you. With that said, I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate you. Peace.